Virtual Hideout Manchester is a virtual reality and gaming centre located in central Manchester. I went inside to ask more about the fundamentals of VR and why it's on the verge of being the next big thing.
I'm David, I work here at Virtual Hideout Manchester, and basically what we do here is put people in virtual reality games and experiences and see what happens really. We get different reactions from different people. I'm one of the game hosts, so yeah, I'm the one that is helping people out in and out of the headsets. So we only have one virtual hideout here. It's currently a bit of a startup business at the moment, bit of a test of the water sort of thing. We've been here since May, and so far so good. So we're not sure what the future holds just yet, but there could be more coming.
Gaming has come a long way from where it once was. Do you think VR will be the new type of sensation in the upcoming years?
I think it's going to be a niche myself. Although I think it's going to revolutionise the industry in some ways, I don't think it's going to take over in the way traditional, say, consoles or PC gaming does. For example, with VR you need a lot of more requirements as you would a regular console. You don't need a big empty space to go play FIFA. Whereas if you're playing something that's a lot more physical, say you're swinging a sword about, you don't want to be smashing up your home. Not too many people have the space required for that sort of thing. Which is why, although I don't think it will be mass adopted, I do think it does have a future in places like this, in arcades and that sort of style.
Why do you think VR has become so popular?
I think it's become popular because it's something very new. It's a new technology. It's very, sci-fi, futuristic. We always think of sci-fi as of putting on masks, going into a sort of another future dimension, being transported to another world essentially. And that technological step, I like to think of it as, for example, when cinema first developed and it became popular, people would go and they would see, for example, a train riding towards them. And although it was just a projection, and that's part of our everyday life nowadays, it was very surreal. So when we put people, for example, on a plank that's 50 meters up in the air, they don't think it's going to be a problem, but because it looks so real to them and it's something they're not familiar with, it's an overwhelming experience. And I think because of that, it provides something that nothing else does yet.
David and his crew were kind enough to let me try out the VR sets that he had in store. VR was a unique and scary experience which I recommend everyone to try at least once in their lifetime. Next, we speak to Sam, who's an owner of a more portable VR set, and we see what his thoughts and opinions are.
I just thought it was really interesting, the way virtual reality works. I've used VR before. Well, I'd used it before I bought the headset, and I also thought that it would allow me to watch content in a different way to the normal way, on phones, on TVs. It's more immersive. It provides a more kind of realistic, put out. You can go to space, you can go on a plane, you can go on a boat. You don't necessarily have to do those things in real life. You can just do them virtually. Obviously, there's a slight difference between virtual and reality, but virtual reality kind of is the cross between both. I would recommend virtual reality to someone who hasn't used it because I think it's a completely new experience, and I've introduced people to virtual reality headsets, and they've loved it. They've been pretty blown away by the experience. It's something very new, it's something very different, and